The most money I've lost in a day.
Biggest insecurity.
Lowest point as an entrepreneur.
What's your name and what do you
do? My name's Aaron Tan. I do all sorts. I run a restaurant, I teach at uni.
What's the first business you ever tried?
So the first business, okay, it's all in context. So the first business, I went to an all-boys school, and at the time the internet was just coming out, and I was the only person to have non-parental guidance or unrestricted internet access. So when you're in an all-boys school and you're in that age, you get curious about the female form. So I used to procure adult romance material and then sell it on to the curious lot.
You said that just like a teacher. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
The original thing was, through upbringing, it was the accountant. Then I went to the doctor route. But then come A-level, I always wanted to do business. It was unquestionable.
Okay. And what do you think your younger self would say if they saw you now?
To be honest, I don't think they would say much. Because when I was younger, I was very, very introverted. I literally, let's see, I went to an all-boys school, I see a girl, I would run. I was so introverted. So my younger self wouldn't actually say anything. They would just be thinking, nodding, going, that's the man. Because I am a man right now. I'm 34.
What's your proudest moment to date as an entrepreneur?
Seeing others grow. You know when you share your story with people and they come to you and they say, actually what you said, even just what you said, your story or whatever it is, what you've done, really cool. That's the proudest thing, because money comes and goes. That's the reality. But when you can impact somebody, that sticks. So anytime that happens, that's my proudest moment.
What's your strongest character trait?
Flexibility. It's the ability to adapt to different situations that call for it. And I spoke to some of the other entrepreneurs, and we all agree that it's actually context over content. So you can have the best marketing strategy, but if you can't apply it in the right context, the right resources at the time, then that strategy is useless.
Interesting. What's the most money you've ever lost or made in a day?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've lost chunks, so 8k here, 12k there, 10k there. So they're chunks that come and go, but that's part of the journey, right? In terms of made, honestly, I'm rubbish at keeping track. That's why I have an accountant. So I just give everything to the accountant.
If you were given £1 million a day,
mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with it?
Just divvy up and what my priorities are in life at that time, whenever it is. Today, did you say today?
Today.
So my priorities right now is just to just enjoy life at the moment. When I say enjoy, not just splash it on, the material items, but just experiences, be it traveling, be it even further learning, further development. That's one thing I would love to do, actually, just get more into psychology and stuff. So maybe I'll go back to university even, just invest in that, and then keep the rest for a rainy day, because I'm getting older.
Capitalism. Evil or good?
I don't think it's either. Capitalism is a system. Some people can work with the system, some people can't. It's just life. That's with any system.
The most difficult or the worst customer or client you've ever dealt with?
Drunk customers, they're pretty bad. Drunk. I've been threatened. Someone pulled out a knife on me a couple of times. But it's all context though. Luckily, I knew how to defend myself, both physically and on the emotional level as well.
How did you deal with situations like that?
How?
Yeah.
Breathe. I like to think I have a normal mind, very calm mind. So when you breathe, you get back to that state, and it's all good.
Have you ever been tricked or conned in business?
Yes, but I've been lucky to the point where I could easily withdraw to the point where it didn't affect me adversely. The truth is, anytime someone's trying to sell you something, they're tricking you. At that point, they're tricking you into spending your money. Whether you realize the value of that or not is a different story. But I've been tricked only for like 200 quid here, 500 quid there, but we've all been tricked at some point.
Do you think you can more easily spot when that's happening?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because there's patterns, there's systems, and as an entrepreneur, you have to recognize the patterns. You recognize the traits, and if you don't, you're at the risk of sounding harsh. You deserve to be tricked because you're not learning.
What's been your most difficult point as an entrepreneur, and how did you deal with that?
I know I could get a job if I wanted to. I know I could create another business if I wanted to. So it's not been difficult, and it's not me being arrogant. It's the fact that I've been through that before, and I know I could do it again. It's just a matter of whether I wanted to. And yes, there's been challenging times. Like for example, I've literally passed out from exhaustion twice, I think. So these things happen, and if I allow myself to be in that situation again, going back to what I said earlier, I deserve that because I'm not learning.
How do you persevere in situations where you might almost pass out?
I go back to understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing. For me, it's very emotional driven, and it's not based on something that can be easily taken away.
What would you say is your largest insecurity?
Failing. Yeah, okay, sometimes things don't work out, but that's a lesson. Again, if you don't learn from that lesson, then you deserve to fail.
What do you think is the hardest thing for entrepreneurs?
Understanding their own ego, knowing when to let go, knowing when to either delegate, knowing when something is not working, knowing not knowing to give up, but when to adapt to a situation. That's the biggest challenge, I think, for sure. I think that's the hardest part. When business is going well, it's very easy for your ego to take over, saying it's all my work, it's all because of me. Actually, it's not all because of you. You may be the impetus for it, but it's when people react to you. Remember, no one owes you anything. It's your suppliers, it's your accountant, your lawyers, your employees. They help you.
Candid question.
Mm-hmm.
How much does your business make a year?
Last year was a couple hundred K. No, about 350 I think it was last year.
How do you think you spend the majority of the money that your business makes?
Tax. Tax. No, but in all seriousness, I spend it on reinvesting it. To understand, because like I said, money's temporary, and if you don't invest it back, everyone says business is a vehicle. Yes, it is. It's a financial vehicle. It's also a personal vehicle to achieve things that you wouldn't achieve in other situations, like when you have a job.
The biggest mistake entrepreneurs make is
diving into something without doing the appropriate research. Again, it's not. This part isn't ego, but it's ego-based because they want to become more successful, which is cool, but they don't understand. They're not aware of the pitfalls. And they just say, hey, this looks easy, hey, this looks cool, this is fun, hey, you know, Ted and Fred over there are doing well, and they just want a piece of the pie. The truth is, you only see the end result, they don't see the hard work, and it's not doing enough research.
What inspires you daily?
It's my mum, to make her proud every day, knowing that she raised someone that's pretty good looking, you know, and knowing that he can actually give back to the world in some capacity. So that's why I teach, that's why I do the business, and that's why I'm looking to grow as well.
Is poverty a choice?
Poverty isn't the choice, poverty is the result of the choices that we make. So yes.
Did you ever take on debt to get started or keep going?
I didn't take on debt, but I inherited debt. At the time I didn't know it was debt until the bill started, and the bailiff started coming, and the demand started coming. I didn't know at the time. At first I was shook, and I was scared. But at the same time, you go back to your why. You've got no choice, just keep your head down, keep going. And if you stay there, that's your choice.
You're the leader of the world.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
Give it to someone else. I don't want the world. Because you can't solve everyone's problems, and not everyone wants to be helped. So whoever wants to have it, they can have it.
The most embarrassing thing you've ever done for business or money?
The most embarrassing thing, going back to my A-level days, selling adult romance material.
Do you mind just saying something that inspires you, just straight to anyone who might be watching?
Yeah, basically what I've even got it on my desk at uni. It says, we don't stop learning because we get old. We get old because we stop learning. So just keep an open mind and we grow.